Okay, this is a little video. Hopefully I don't go too long here for my fellow assembly members and human beings. I'm doing a video because I'm not very adept at the Telegram's threads, and I'll talk a little bit about that and what also I think is a concern for everyone as a human being on those things. Um, anyway, I just wanted to do a little video because I won't get back on the threads. They literally make me sick to my stomach, nauseous. So it's not a way I can operate very well. I can do the Zooms like can do a video, the Zooms. I'm an in-person kind of person. I'm not a political person. So I think a good place for me in the assemblies is the needs assessment, and I've done a list of things for food sources, additional places maybe to get foods and ideas. So I think that I will enjoy that. Um, I will no longer have conversations on the threads, and I'll tell you why. It's not just the threads on Telegram. It's emails, it's text, it's messaging. I think it has an effect on all people. And if you start having conflicts on those technologies or platforms, I think that they can escalate. And I'll tell you why. I think because there is a delay in communication. You think you're done, and then someone else makes their comment. And the other thing is this. It's not complete communication. It's not seeing a face. What? For 2 years, we haven't even seen full faces anyway as human beings. You can't hear a person's voice and their tone. Those are all things of communication. I think that's why I thought our meetings were so good. They're instant communication. They're fuller communication. So if you're having conversations over email, Messenger, or Telegram, and it starts going a little sideways on you, you're triggered or that person's triggered and it gets delayed. I don't think it's a good way to communicate. So I won't be there, and I don't know, I have a sensitivity. I mean, I even have a sensitivity to EMS. I wear, my gosh, I wear my scalar necklace. This is supposed to help with 5G and Wi-Fi. So, and I have already knots in my hands, so I don't ever put them on a laptop even. I have the keyboard here. I also just have for Telegram, I can't do it on this computer. I can't even get it to scroll right, but this is what I have for communication on Telegram. So I find it confusing. It's small print for me. I don't know, it just nauseates me. So anyway, I'm hoping that I see members again in meetings. You know, that's clearer, less confusing communication for me. And I'll tell you this, I just want to bring it up. I'm not so sure it's such good communication for the rest of you if you're on these threads all the time, or you're communicating by text or messenger or email. I think there's a disconnect of the human heart in those communications. So I try to do as full a communication as I can, like now. And also you have the choice not to listen to me if you don't want to, because you don't have to listen to the video. I also want to give you an observation that it's something that to look at. AI has now passed the Turing test. That's when, and there's web bots everywhere. AI is everywhere. It certainly has had a lot of time to learn about us in the last 2 years. Everybody's been on a screen. they are all over the place, and I do feel there is, you're worried about infiltrators. You may have infiltrators who are AI. So I don't want to say too much about that. It's something to look at, and maybe something, I don't know, maybe Kim knows about it, maybe she doesn't, but I do think that we have infiltration of people who are AI, who is parading as a person. And of course, they'll never send any paperwork in because they can't. If anyone was to go to the address they would give, they have no existence out here in the physical world. Now, boy, I think that's one of our biggest dangers if we have AI influencing our assemblies. You cannot tell the difference between them anymore, between an AI and a human. So if you don't believe me, do a little bit of research on that. So I do think that that's kind of a danger for us, or liaisons who are going to be working with Kim. Maybe it's something to bring up. Anyway, I want to say that I'm interested in love, peace, and unity, and that's what I'm working for, and I look forward to seeing everyone. I don't think there's a bad person in our assemblies, and when we finally do get back together in meetings, we may want to review what our protocols, laws, bylaws are they working for us? You know, we might want to look at that. You know, are they cumbersome, or is it structure that's helping us? I don't know. You know, I know a lot of people put a lot of work into them. I do know that a lot of people are exhausted. And tired. And I'm sorry, I can only do so much. I have been really ill in the Northwest. I'm still recovering. Actually, I have a product that may be helping me. It's severe acute asthma and allergies. I mean, the Northwest was a horrible place. It is life-threatening. I don't want to be in any more hospitals and die that way. So I was sick until pretty well. I could not take too much responsibility from, let's see, December all the way to the end of May, a few days into June. So I have just barely been able to recover myself and feel like a human again. So I think that the needs assessment is my speed. So anyway, this is how I'm going to communicate. I'm not going to communicate on the threads, and they make me sick. So if you're a person working a lot on those threads, God, pay attention to how you're feeling. It may be a kind of an anti-human technology in a way. So I hope that you can get away from that technology and get out and smell the roses to regain balance as a human being. So, okay, well, I don't know if this made much sense. This is just a little YouTube channel I have. It's mostly for a record of me when maybe I'm no longer here from my children and grandchildren. It's not very good. My other channel, Enlightened Shih Tzu, does have, I've got 2,800 views on one of them. It's my dog. It certainly isn't me. So anyway, I hope, yes, Ladil, I did mention you. Yeah. Actually, he likes to say hello to people. Anyway, that's a better channel because he's. Yes, we know you are. So anyway, I hope that you can see the human side of me. I would like to see the human side of you. Really, you know, these situations that go on through these other platforms, email, Telegram, Facebook, they may not be the best way for humans to have clear, loving, this is the deal, communication. So, all right, well, listen, love, peace, and unity to all of you, and I know that's what we're all working for. So, love you. Okay, little deal. I gotta see how to turn it off.